Shout out to Miss Ang for being the best math teacher that there is. And math is easy. It's just like 1 + 1 = 2.
Hey integrated Math 3 students, this guy says we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. It's not just a one-time thing, it's a lifetime, says Aristotle. Here's the grid view to navigate all of these slides, and it's time for our world famous...
It's time for game plans!
Thank you, Mr. Frank. Week number 10, October 12th to October 15th, 2021. We are now in Module 1, Quadratic Functions. We are starting off with 1.2, solving quadratic equations by graphing. Learning goal students will be able to solve quadratic functions by graphing on their lessons. We'll look at some key features of a graph and using tables. And previously we used average rate of change. This is our agenda today, so let's go through it. Room 902 News, this is how you get into your class through your Zoom link. Remember, for eCadence, for our grades, it's the official way to get and turn in your work, but it is not the official grade. The official grade, you want to know how you're doing in this class, is through Aries. Remember, just because you turn in a late assignment doesn't mean I grade it. You have to go through late work. You can go back up to this grid view and click on that sad face, and there's a link in there for Google Forms. 8.5, remember the 8 is the week, 0.5 is a assessment. Module 8 test, it was opened 2 Fridays ago. 2 Fridays ago, and it was supposed to close last Friday, but some of you guys didn't do that, inputted your test scores, and so I'm going to give you a second chance. I'm going to leave it open until Wednesday, October 13th till 9 a.m. If you have not completed it by that time, I believe tests are worth 10% of your grade. We're probably going to only take 2 tests in the class, so each test will be worth 5% of your grade. You need to get it done. Khan Academy, your next Khan Academy check is October 29th, Friday at 8 a.m. It is worth 10% of your grade. You need a total of 3 hours or 180 learning minutes. So last month, if you were on top of things, and let's say you had 135, I give you a max 120, and so you just need to get a total of 180. How do you count up your learning minutes? You just click on progress and then you need a custom time frame. Custom time frame to somewhere in August until today's date. Remember, every time you attend class, I give you a participation point, and then you get 5 points for the whole week, and you get the other 4 points by doing your work. And participation is 10% of your grade. Remember, if you guys need help, schedule office hours. I've done it on Saturday. I've done it even on yesterday when we had no school. We have college fair coming up. Dun 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 dun. Guys, we have the next one. First quarter grades are due this Friday for me. That means you don't turn in stuff because actually all that work was done by Friday. But for CVA, if you're performing under 60% under attendance or academics, I gotta make parent contact. You want to stay away from that. The worst thing that can happen is, parents are like, hey, what are you doing? Like, how come you don't have a grade up? And you don't want to go through that hassle, right? Teenagers don't like being bugged, so might just do the work that you need to get done. Remember, our central question is, how can you solve quadratic functions by graphing? So it's a visual of how to get solutions. Let's take a look at our work. Yesterday, we had no school. There was a non-student day. I was at a Western High School getting some professional development, so we didn't have our period 8 class. Today we're going to have our CVA period 2A class, integrated math 3. We'll do our discussion, we'll do our week at a glance number 10, and then lesson 1.2. So module 1, lesson 2, and then these are the examples. 0 is introduction, so that's example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Friday I'm giving you guys a work day, so let's take a look at what this lesson looks like. So go ahead and click on that. Remember, each of these links here is just the same Google document, and the colors are just to help you identify where they are on the page or the document. Let's take a look. So here's red, couple of things. You can click on that specific lesson, 1.20 introduction, and it'll bring you to the timestamp on the YouTube video. If you click on the header, you have to double click it from a desktop. If you do it from your phone, that won't show up. You can click on this. That will always bring you to the video itself. And of course, you're just going to watch this video, fill it out. I have a warm-up here. I have a launch, some vocab words, and then the orange. We're going to be using graphing, and you can download a graphing calculator if you have a physical one, that's good too. There's yellow, there's green. This is still green if there's no color at the top of the page. This is blue. All of that is blue. Cyan, they call it. And then, I don't know, another blue. And remember, stop, don't do those problems. Okay? So hopefully, you know, again, even though I prescribe of when to do it, like I think each day it'll take you this amount of time, like 45 minutes, move on to the next one. You could do it all in one sitting if you want to. Let's take a look at our assignments page. Everything in red is considered late, so that's red light, yellow light, green light. And red light means you need to click on this late work and turn in your work. The payment goes in here. That lets me know, this is the system in which lets me know that you've turned in late work. Now let's just say, for example, you wanted to turn in Spirit Week. This one's on through Google Form. But let's just say you want to turn in 5.4a. You have all three of those things. You turn it in through eCadence, and then you put your payment through here. You know, my cool commercial. After, let's think. Yellow light, these things I need to grade. So if you have not signed up for an interview, go ahead and do that. Remember, hopefully you finished 8.4b, assignment 8.4b, before you've taken the test. And if you want more details about the 8.0 post-test, you can go back to, I think it's in week 7. Week 7 or week 8 will have details about that. And your next one coming up, I'm going to add a couple more assignments here. It might be 1.0, 1.1, and 1.2 for this packet called 11.4. And the reason why I called it A is because I'm going to also do a quarter 1 reflection, and that's an opportunity for you guys to drop your lowest quiz score. That won't be due until October 22nd. Remember, if you need help turning in your assignments through eCadence or having some issues, I have some 3 help buttons that might help you. And I think that's all I have for today, guys. Today, make a singular act of excellence and keep doing that, and it becomes a habit, and that's what it means to be excellent. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
24 hours in a day, and I get to do math, hey hooray. Y equals mx plus b with Mr. Ng, we're making history. Pythagoras, Euclid, and Gauss learn the math and you'll become the boss.